You have been traveling for quite some time. You've been thinking of something for quite some time. That means you've been driving. Okay, you've been thinking for quite some time. You've been dreaming about something for quite some time. That is a journey. What road were you having? Was it a road with too many potholes, with too many corners? Did you have to even park your car for you to rethink before you can get back? Time comes where somebody stands before the camera today to tell you it's time to change your lane, and remember to keep to your lane. Guys, welcome back. How are you guys? Jamboni, Saseni, bonsoir. I'm back again. For those who don't know me, my name's Alea Mugure Ditman, aka Dream Chaser. I love this name, guys. I don't know, I was thinking the other day, how could I come up with this name that I love so much? I really love it, and I feel like it suits me. Chasing those dreams before the sun goes down. So guys, welcome back. I don't take it for granted. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, you like what I do, this is the day. And guys, remember to turn on the notification bell for you to be alerted anytime I download a video, believing that you're usually having fun. And if not, you can write me a comment down there. It can be positive or negative. Critics have really helped me to grow. I need to do a video about critics and business, things that I've gone through the last times, especially during the pandemic, that I thought were negative, and at the end of it all I realized they've made me move a milestone. Guys, welcome back. I'll go back. You've been thinking for something for so long. You've been dreaming over something for so long. That means you were on a road that gave you a lot of time to think, and the speed was not just right. I want us to just take a short trip to the highway and speak about the highway and our lives today, because I believe when you get to the highway, you know, like highways, like we have the A5, you know, it's joining you, it's connecting you to different European countries. That means, you know, the highway is a place where you get connected, you move faster, because you can also choose to use the other roads, but it will take you ages. And guys, when you have a chance to get to the highway to get to your destination faster, why mess? Get to that highway, indicate, let people know you are coming. You know how you are going to indicate? By kicking off. You know, when you're indicating, you are leaving one lane to get to the other lane, yeah? This is a time you're going to indicate, showing people, anybody who's been taking my time, we talk negative vibes, we talk things that don't even help us. I don't help you, don't help me. People who pull you down, dream killers, negative people, you're going to keep them as you're indicating, leaving the lane to get to the other lane. And as you get to that lane that you're going to move to, you're going to know it's time for concentration, because you've now left this road that was slower. You are now getting into the highway where everybody is moving. First of all, you have to come with a speed that is going to be so right for everybody, because you can't just come and join. There are people who are already in it. It's just like in life. You're getting into the business world. There are people who are already in it. You're going to check what's their speed and how are they doing their thing. How am I going to fit in? Because sometimes you hear somebody say, since this thing was built over here, things changed. Since these people moved to this village, everything changed, everything became so loud, you know, or thieves became more since this family moved in. I think those kids are thieves. Something happens when change happens. And this happens too in reality. Like when you move from one stage in life to the next, something changes. Don't forget the environment. Don't forget the people that you got already in it. Of course, you don't have to fit in. Why? I usually say I want to stand out. I don't fit in anywhere. Of course, I do fit in not to hurt anybody, but I don't fit in to suit anybody. I don't let anybody value me, give me value. Like I have to walk according to what they want, or do things according to the way they want me to do them, because what if I'm meant to be greater than them, and yet I'm doing things the way they want me to do them? Then I'm going to be either like them, or I'm going to be below them. And guys, this you have to be very careful about. Let's get back to this. You are coming out of this road that you've been traveling for a while, a road maybe that had potholes, problems, financial problems, physical, maybe even socially, spiritually. And then comes a time when you realize it's time for me to now move to this faster place, because I can see my dream coming nearer. For you, that's why the highway, you know, you want to get to Belgium. You know, when I catch this highway, I'm going to be there in 3 hours. And yet, you know, if I drive in this vichorochoro, like left, right, I'll be there maybe in 6 hours. That means you have chosen to get into the highway. You are going to keep to your lane. You are going to indicate carefully, and you are going to keep moving. And for you to be able to move, you're going to plan. Just as you put the GPS before and say, This is my journey. I'm planning, I'm approximating. You have to approximate in life too. And these guys, you have to do really well. Don't over approximate stuff. You know, sometimes you are there saying, I want to start up business. And I know if I start up maybe with 5,000, by the end of maybe 6 months, I'll be having maybe 20,000. Don't over. Sometimes try to stay here for you to even have that joy in between, just in case things go. Don't over plan. Bring your planning in. And then believe in yourself. Believe in what you can do, clearing away all the fear that could come and maybe bring doubts in your journey. Doubts that could maybe make you step back again, because you can sometimes leave the highway to go back again to this other road. Things do happen when you get to a place where everything is way too fast, you know. And that's why before you get there, you have to really, really ask yourself, how fast do I want to get there? Because sometimes little steps do count. But I'm urging you to get to the highway and try to move a little bit faster, because when you stay so much on this other road that things are going so slowly, you might never get to your destination. You know why? There's a bump there, there's a traffic light there, something is stopping you over here, people are walking, bicycle, people are riding, you know, there's something always distracting you. And you could have been in that road for a very long time, that if you had chosen maybe to say, okay, I'm going to leave this, I'm going to get into this to move a little bit faster. A road where, like on the highway, you don't see bicycle, you don't see people riding bikes. There are no traffics. And good enough, we don't even have these sharp corners that we usually have on normal roads. That means it's a place where you can be able to just move with a lot of concentration, a lot of planning, you know, before you make the next move to the next lane. Plan yourself well and keep to your lane. I would like to say keep to your lane a lot of times. And sometimes happens that even on the highway we get stuck a bit, because maybe there is an accident and we cannot turn because highway is going, we can't go back. That means you're going to be able, you have to stop for maybe the accident to be cleared before you can continue. When something comes and stops you on the highway, what do you do during this time as the mess is being cleared? Because anything can come up, anything can come up. Like now the pandemic came, it stopped everybody. We were on the highway. Like me, when I got my second truck, I knew we can't be stopped anymore, you know? And I must say everything has become more slower. That means we were forced to stop, break. But what do you do during this time when there is something going on? What do you do during this time when there is a construction, you know? Is it a time you take to start looking back and seeing maybe you've not even gone far? Because maybe you thought you'll be on the highway for 3 hours and you've been there maybe for like 2 hours and nothing much has happened. You feel like you are still at the same place, because sometimes you tend to drive and you realize you're not even moving somehow. Do you use this time to look back and see you've done nothing? Do you take this time and say, I'm not where I started, at least I've gone some kilometers, which is very, very important. You have to be able to count these baby steps even if you haven't gone far. Because when you do this, you'll appreciate and you'll have more fun to continue the other steps. But when you stop, when something comes to your journey and stops you, and makes you shake a little bit and move even to the next lane. But sometimes we have this tendency of, oh, this lane is a bit slower, let me go to this, and you don't even know the reason why. Maybe there's a construction site at the front where they are saying you all have to turn to the next lane that you left. That means by the time you're coming back, you might not even come back where you were. You'll go back, but a bit back. And this is something I'd really like to warn you guys. Be very careful before you change your lane. Know why you are changing your lane, because sometimes you could be wanting to go to a faster lane, a lane that might not end you somewhere so good, which we do a lot of times, comparing ourselves to other people, wanting to be like other people, not knowing that maybe you are destined for even greater things than they have. I don't know, I don't have this thing of wanting to have something that somebody else has. I've always wanted to have the best. I've always wanted to have the best, and I've always compared myself to myself. Like now I see I'm adding weight, I'm trying to compare myself to 7 years ago when I weighed less. And I start feeling it's time for me to start doing sports now, which I'm going to start. Not today, not tomorrow, but I'm going to start. I'm looking at myself, wearing clothes that I wore last year, wearing them this year, and realizing something is moving out of, you know, like something is changing. I don't know why I've never wanted to be like somebody else. Trust me. And that's why I do Jumbo Swag. Right now I have nothing Jumbo Swag, but I do my fashion because I've always wanted to look different. And even in life, I would tell you, don't be on your lane and try to want to be where another car is. Maybe she started her journey maybe an hour as you're still sleeping, an hour earlier. Believe that you could be greater than that person that you want to be like. Keep to your lane. Don't move a lot. And if you have to move, have a reason to move, and move smartly. Don't just move. Don't just make moves that could make you maybe crash. Don't make moves that could make you go steps backward instead of going forward. And don't make moves that could make you sad. Because sometimes you do things just to get them done, and at the end of the day, there's no fulfillment. You don't have that happiness. Guys, I hope that you've been able to get this part of not staying so long where there are many potholes, or a street where everything is so comfortable, when you know you can get to the highway and get faster, get to your destination faster, but with a lot of care and caution, that nothing bad happens to you. And something bad is just a setback to your dream, something that will just bring you back, a dream killer, something that could even make you not want to continue the journey anymore. And then because of having not kept to your lane, having not remembered why you began something, because it's also very important for you to remember, why am I doing something? Am I doing it just because other people are doing? Why am I buying a house? Why am I buying a car? Why am I starting this? Am I just doing it because other people are doing? Because there's a difference between buying a car and maintaining that car. There is a difference between buying that house and the maintenance for that house. You know, you could be renting that apartment, and you are much better off than somebody who has a house. Take that money that you have and put it into something that will generate more money for you. Ask yourself every time, why do I want to change my lane? Why do I want to get into that faster lane, which is very good, but why? Stick to your lane, be smart, work smart, and keep moving. Guys, I'll be back again. I'm having videos coming. Guys, stay tuned. Thank you for your support, and keep moving. But remember to keep to your lane. Before you move to the left, to the right, ask yourself why. You could be leaving a lane that is much faster, despite the fact that it doesn't look like it's moving. You know, there are things I did 5 years ago. They were not seen, they were not realized. But today I can look back and I know it is not something I started yesterday. These are small steps that we were making years ago. Small steps, they are counting. Just keep moving and remember to stay stable. I love you so much, guys, and I'm wishing you a very nice evening, and stay tuned. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.